share what they go through every time they get on board the TROTRO.
Exactly.
How long have this been in existence?
I think we're in September. In 2 months, TROTRO Diaries will be 11 years.
Hey, it's a CA.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, 2011.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Kevin, I'll come to you soon. But tell us, how has the journey been like? 11 years. Or started, you know. I mean, I know you've gone beyond just social media now. Yeah. We are all meeting you in person now. So tell us, how has the journey been like?
I think it is one of the most amazing things.
Okay.
As I mentioned, initially, there wasn't that plan. But a drew pointer, me realizes, okay, I'm out for need experience, almost a person sharing a creative group, It's been so amazing. I'm out for a show group, so on my worry. Obi a posty bibi, lady be posty bibi, and a guy be who here. ODM no, they are married.
Hey, she say connections. Wow, people are finding their missing rings all over.
Yes, and then people have also been able to get like business partners on there. People have gotten jobs. And I think I'll touch on that later.
Yes, definitely. We'll come to that because I saw something last week.
Exactly. But among for your business partners. For example, we've discovered serious talents like me or Bubu Ashik ever had. It's not no social community news but Osha says share any experiences, people have been able to discover him.
I think one person is missing, and maybe at a later date, if your schedules will allow you, I'll have to let the third person join you. Can you guess? Nana T. Senanati by Hebia and equation I complete. Because I know you guys are so active on the page. Let me come to you first. Meaning say from new do. Bubu Ashik be heart. Where did it come from?
Actually, okay, so I was born in Bubuashi.
Okay.
And Kevin Hart is someone I look up to. I like his style of comedy, and he's also short and.
Hey, the forbidden word. Oba HB person. Me, I have forbidden the word short in this house. You come and say short here. One way best and show. Me and Kasan best and show you be
Oh.
You're going to replace the cute and
okay. So I realized Kevin Hart is just like the height of
Anyway, so how long have you been on the TROTRO Diaries page?
Okay, actually, it was my cousin who sent me the request to join.
Okay.
Okay. So I was there and I was just watching what they were doing. So first time I posted, I think I didn't type the right words. And they declined.
Oh, declined. The Omo Yadi. Miss Ombe declined this year. Omo the IMS. I say, "This is impossible."
I got pissed off and I was like, "What I do?" Like, So there was a time they were having this competition. They to for
trophy. TROTRO selfie.
They will now go on a weekend at one hotel. So I was like, "Oh, I have to post so that I'll see." If I could get that, but I couldn't post. So later on in a week time, I said, okay, let me try and see if this time around they will approve. So I just typed something because I work at the airport. So I said, okay, let me just try and bring a conversation about the airport because I don't see people normally posting airport there. So okay, so I just posted and by the time like the number keeps going up and I tell you this. All sorts of like friend requests. I'm like, wow, this place.
You get a place to go and display all your skills and everything.
Yeah, so like the way they handle the page, it makes you build yourself.
Yeah.
Not necessarily having somebody to come and teach you. You have to do this or have to do that. Knowing the kind of words you need to be posting over there, and like they protect everybody over there from cyberbullying. Because I realize sometimes you post and someone will come and write some words, and the next thing you see. It's off. Yeah, so like over there, it's really fun and educative.
Okay. Yeah, you were talking about people finding their missing ribs and job and all that, but then let's not forget that it is TROTRO Diaries. People share their various experiences in the TROTRO. Is it just sharing of the experiences, or there have been instances where you had to come in and maybe attend to a particular situation? Have you ever found yourself in that before?
Oh yeah. So As you rightly said, yes, started as TROTRO Diaries, and the idea was for people to share their experiences. But quickly we got to the point where we realized that no, it's not just TROTRO people that are on there. Obi Oha, the person started in a TROTRO, but then they drive now. Obi so far Uber, Obi so far Yango.
So say majority of us have packed. You have TROTRO. Petrol will show you your smoothness level.
Smoothness level. But it's a TROTRO crying here cheap, sir. Yeah, and that was where it started from. But all these experiences, as a kind of playing Nibibia Abekam. But yeah, we quickly also realized same. Oshe even TROTRO is not just about a man for car keke. Or more for car no to go and look for opportunities, whether it's in the market or in the offices. But then again, so no, you need centralized system amount for pay information.
Okay.
On be until you be beba so me person me call home base office me free ha me then me draw into between the abeto na man for aboano. There was this very interesting so see I think it was around Adenta into driver be a bobby obo nipa no and then go journey almost stop and said they be on nipa in hospital now, which was a mistake into no or didn't to car no instead so didn't be hospital no and oko yi nipa no a two baby. Unfortunately the lady passed. Into obi editor TROTRO Diaries onya de two swana lady be contacting me say no what TROTRO be ma a disaka into driver need try picture into long and short. They were able to get the picture of the car, no? Family, they gave it to the police. To Miche Aquano.
Oh, that's good.
It's not just the sharing of the experiences, but information, the education. A bit of partnerships with some organizations. The last one, for example, was AMA. No year project called Pedestrian Road Safety Action Plan.
Okay. And
since TROTRO Diaries was the #1 space for commuters, no, they invited us to be part of the project so that we could pick insights and feedback from pedestrians and then make input on that project.
Okay, so apart from the AMA, what other organizations have you partnered with?
So recently, the biggest one so far, I mean, but we work with Guinness Ghana.
Okay.
A more project be called Wrong Side of the Road. So it's part of their Society 2030. And so basically as an organization, they're looking at how they can give back to society or the sustainability of their product and all that. And the Wrong Side of the Road was a project educating people on the impact of drink driving. There was a website, had some survey, but then you get to interact with driver beer, one monsa, and they are driver across a problem be. Members had the opportunity of engaging, taking a survey, and then at the end of the survey, you get a certificate. Oh yeah, they were so kind to give us 1,000 packs of Malta Guinness.
Not bad.
First 1,000 people are almost year survey, they got some malt. I think so. We binti also malt or her. But we've worked with UNDP. We've done something with UNICEF. Young boys here, no my. And it's usually projects are adds to society.
And all this is because of TROTRO Diaries.
All this is because.
Do you love cooking?
Do I love cooking?
Bachelors in the kitchen.
Yes.
And also free here. What gave birth to that idea?
Yeah, so I am a bachelor. I still am a bachelor. And I used to have friends that would come over and teach me how to cook. And every now and then someone share me for obia minim cooking. Someone share me ye bibi kakribi and I say many aje like maybe my
you are showing off your prowess in the kitchen.
Exactly. Into me happen me trap picture. They are mean cookie cran me trap picture. They are told say oh bachelors in the kitchen like bachelor me work kitchen. Into nyamiadum so I'm somebody that I'm like really good with ideas. Into whilst doing that, it gave an idea. And I went, okay, why not create another group? Okay. Create another group. And the idea is just basically bachelors cooking, those that know how to cook, celebrating their love for cooking and that kind of stuff. And then we can have people that can teach. Because I think it's a good skill for everybody to have. That's where that came up. And already, community, I think we are currently close to 50,000 or something.
Oh, that's very impressive. Kevin Hart, are you also part of the bachelors in the kitchen?
Yes.
Do you cook? And now the end they will receive tables. So sometimes. The other day I saw you standing on a table, and I'm so close to her for my hair. How it would be for being yours is to be jumping on tables and all that. And now you cook for real.
Oh, I do cook. Yeah.
So you've been showing your skills in the kitchen too.
Yes.
Okay, so tell me, what benefit have you gotten ever since you became a member of this TROTRO Diaries? What are some of the gains you've made since you became a member?
So now let me say I'm the number one popular person at my workplace.
Because of TROTRO Diaries.
Because of TROTRO Diaries. And most when people are traveling and like they're having some difficulties, they ask me, and then I try to explain things to them. But one thing that I've benefited, that made me very, very happy was okay, I started getting a number of people who are now paying attention to me because of TROTRO Diaries. There was a time at work I think I've returned from break and I saw a kid around 11 p.m. Playing on the car park with a paper plane. So immediately he saw me. He tried right now because it's a restricted area. So I called him to come and I asked him what is he doing. He said, "Oh, he just come to play around and watch aeroplanes and then people traveling." So I asked him where he lives. He showed me a place and I asked him, he said he was in class 6 here. So I asked him, what does he want to become in future? He said he wants to become a pilot. So I saw it an opportunity to like take him around and let him have a feel of it. So we went through the airport. I showed him one or two things and then even introduced him to a pilot, which made him very happy. So I left him and he went home. So I
believe this will stay with him for a very long time.
So I posted it on TROTRO Diaries and people were very happy for him. Then an airline company contacted me that they want him come have a feel of an aeroplane. So they said I should go and look for him. I went looking for him and where he said he was, there was nobody there. So I went around looking for him and I was asking people if they seen me. Then finally I saw him sick, lying on a table. So but before that, a guy contacted me. He worked with an NGO. He said they take care of street kids. So if the kid happen to be a street kid, I should contact him through TROTRO Diaries. So I saw the boy lying down, was very sick. I was going somewhere, I was very late. So right there I dropped and I went to him. I was like, what is he doing here? Where is his parent? So meaning he has left home. And I don't know the reason why I have left home. So I contacted the NGO because I wanted to take him home to take back, like, it's against the laws of the land.
You have to use the approved
right channels.
So they asked me to bring him there. I took him to their place. I think at Italy gone, and we took him to hospital. Then returned him. So like I left him for them. So they decided that they'll take care of him and then trace where his parents live. So still on TROTRO Diaries, somebody came into my inbox and said he's looking for the boy, but the boy happens to be his brother.
Really?
Yes. So he said the boy have left home for 2 months. They'll be looking for him. So right there,
amazing.
The dad called me and the dad started communicating. So me and Yao together with the dad, we went to the place and then we introduced and like everything showed that that's the dad. So currently the kid is still with the orphanage. They've taken him to school. And so because the dad said that was not the first time he had run away from him. So now everything is in the NGO. They are in charge of
NGO is handling the child.
And then once in a while I check on him and he's doing well. So I think with all the things that have happening in TROTRO, that for me that's what I feel.
That's your highlight.
And I'm very, very happy. And if not TROTRO, I don't know like this thing will be happening. So
is that you are smiling? Is that something you want to add to what he's saying?
Well, I get excited when I hear these stories because personally, I have this thing that I say that the ultimate purpose of our lives is in the hope that we bring to others. And so when we see these things happening, especially when it's not like a project that we're doing, but for example, we have been able to create a platform, and he gets to use that platform to be able to do such amazing stuff. Like it's so fulfilling. And I think you forgot to add, he also had his stand-up show last year.
You were here before that. And it's all through TROTRO Diaries.
TROTRO Diaries, yes. They
went to take over the place.
They took over. Like, wow. The first time I had a stand-up comedy show, I was not in TROTRO Diaries, and I had 13 people. Upon the noise I made on social media, 30 people came. And out of the 13, guess what? 10 were my family members. By this time around, the place was packed. I was like, really? TROTRO Diaries, guys?
Last week we read something about you helping people to find jobs. Tell us about it.
Okay. So right from the very beginning, the idea was that if people spend 12 seconds right online and they come to TROTRO, we need to make sure that whatever they get will be quality.
Okay.
And so that's where the whole approving and not approving post came from, because the idea was that oftentimes people post the same thing people have already seen, but we wanted to give some value, we wanted to give some unique content.
That's why I declined my post.
I'm sorry about that. So in the beginning, the idea was that, okay, personally, the experience was terrible for me. I get to work, I'm already stressed. So content helped to address that.
Most definitely.
And then the idea now was, okay, what else can we do to support? So we looked at the community and we saw that, okay, there are a lot of people in the community that need jobs. And secondly, people have small businesses that they also want to find customers. And so we created a database. So one for people that are looking for jobs, one for people that have businesses and then want to find customers.
Okay.
So on the job side, currently we have about 2,200 people that have signed up. So then the idea was that, okay, it is a community. Now in that community, just like a TROTRO has become a community, you have different people in there that know about different opportunities.
Yeah.
Some need jobs, some know about jobs, or some even have jobs. So why not connect these two together?
Okay.
Because if through TROTRO somebody gets a job, at the end of the day, they would also tell somebody about TROTRO. We also get to grow. But most importantly, we help people to get the things that are important to them.
Okay.
So we put that out, and then Crave Bespoke Cakes, they were the first person to employ 2 people. She wanted to employ 1 person. We helped her set up interviews, and she's like, oh, she'll take 2 people.
Okay.
Then last week, I put up a post about it that, oh, we have 2,200 people that have signed up. So if people can reach out, and we've had a couple of companies reaching out. We met with HR from Vida Cafe, and then some other ones have also contacted.
Okay.
And we are hoping that through that we'll be able to get a lot of opportunities for people, but then we're also hoping to have partnerships with right organizations.
Okay.
There are some organizations like MasterCard Foundation, GIZ, that we are trying to reach out to.
Okay.
And basically the idea is that we realize some people are looking for jobs, but they don't have the skills, either because they don't have the educational qualification or something. And so we are going to also try to use that to educate people, and then hopefully they get the opportunities they need.
Okay. So what does the future look like for TROTRO Diaries?
The future looks bright. We're hoping to have our own platform, but most important is we want it to become not just a Facebook group, but to become a place where people come and they get to tap into opportunities.
Okay.
So Nee is there, Nee wants to do a show, he should be able to get audience from there. Somebody has products or something they need to sell, they need to be able to find customers on there. And that's the point that we're going to try to get to, whilst also doing some of these projects that support society.
Okay. Still on you, I'm asking you a lot of questions because you are the brain behind TROTRO Diaries. I know Nee is a community member, but I'm on you because you are the brain behind it. Bibini Innovations, I don't see the idea.
So I from childhood I saw that in our society, right, there's always so much negative energy about being black, being African and all that. And it led to a lot of people doubting that they could do a lot of stuff.
Okay.
And so by God's grace, when TROTRO started, I thought about it. I was like, okay, to be an organization, what if the organization is presented in such a way, the brand, the name and all that is presented in such a way that when you hear it, you know, say this one there, there. And once it becomes something valuable, then people will see that, oh, it doesn't matter if me a bibini and answer me a day, we can also build amazing stuff.
Okay.
So for example, you pick the name TROTRO. People saw TROTRO as something that's like low level A. But by God's grace, right now we have like 450,000 people.
And the people in there are not just, they are from, it cuts across, right?
Across. Big men and women are on there. They are silent, but they are on there. And so then the idea was that, okay, Bibini is like Bibini, black person. And so when a youth or young person or anybody in Africa sees that, oh, Bibini means black, African, and these guys have been able to do these awesome stuff, whether with TROTRO Diaries, Bachelors in the Kitchen or whatever, then it means it doesn't matter where I'm coming from. I can also pick something small or something that people thought was not anything and turn it into something amazing. So that's where the whole mindset and idea comes from.
Kevin Hart, social media, would you say it has added on to your life? Most of the time we feel like people come on social media and they just come to fool and go away, but per your estimation, has it been a blessing to you? If it has, how would you advise our viewers to utilize social media? Say ubeto data, you have network, you go on it. Yes, we go to distress, we see things, we laugh, but at the end of the day, should it not be something much more? Yibinya chance going to browse, no call money be or they just engage in nudity and all that. Tell us something.
For me, I'll say social media have been a very big blessing to me, because back in school, where I realized that I can do comedy, I was just thinking, where should I go? I go to different auditions, and they will just look at you. You say, go and come again. That kind of tossing, and you never have the opportunity to showcase what you really have. So until social media, I took it like, okay, let me use this as an opportunity. So like taking videos of myself, writing and then posting it. There's no need for me to go and beg people to watch it. You have to it just come to you. So for me, I would say it's a very big blessing to me. And like we're saying, my advice to people is like they shouldn't take some of the things they see on social media too serious. Because sometimes I'll create a joke and they'll come and they just try to point some more in it. And meanwhile,
they want to burst your bubble.
Yeah, like recently, I think I posted on TROTRO Diaries that my dream, my mom and dad, they are both guns from Labadi, and I've lived all my life here in Greater Accra. So I'm saying, okay, going up there, that means I have to marry somebody outside Greater Accra, so that I have an opportunity to do proper traveling, because they say we guys don't like
you don't like traveling.
So I'm thinking, okay, how about getting married to a northerner would be a very because I would travel long, like, and now from Accra to the north is like 500 Ghana cedis just to go and visit my in-law. No, I think I have to stick to my Ghana. And then some people were trying to say I'm being tribal. I'm like, no, come on.
But you know, whatever happens, you always get people who don't have any sense of humor and would like to punch holes into anything that you do. And so, yes, you wanted to add something.
Yes, I wanted to add to the question, which was actually just before I started TROTRO Diaries, I wanted to leave social media.
Why?
Because at that time I was addicted. I could stay up to like 3 a.m., 4 a.m. And so I spoke to a mentor from an organization I was in called Isaac. His name was Patrice. So I was like, Patrice, I want to leave Facebook because I'm spending too much time, data and all that on there. And his question was, why would you want to leave? I told him why. I was like, no. At the end of the day, social media is a platform. What matters is how you use it. And so then from that moment was like, okay, everything is on there, but it's what you choose to focus on. And it's important because, I mean, people are tired on a daily basis. They need a relief point and all that. So the humor and all that is very important. But in that also, there's a lot of opportunities on there. For me, by God's grace, I was able to start TROTRO Diaries, which has transformed my life. And so I keep telling people that, yes, by all means, do the fun part. But in the fun and all that, there's a lot of important things on there that you can tap into as well. And that's what I call social media for good.
Social media for good. Okay, so rounding up our conversation, I know that majority of TROTRO Diaries members are watching this interview. Me, can be chrom. And as always, we have skills to be so chrom. Your final words to your group members. I'm a part. To definitely make me so maybe and then I'll come to you.
Okay, so like to all the members on TROTRO Diaries, say a very big thank you for your support, your words of encouragement, especially anytime I do a TROTRO Diaries news. Some of you come into my inbox, so keep up the good work, and then also to you same TROTRO Diaries members who are very silent. No, see, you don't need opportunity. There are more opportunities at TROTRO Diaries. If I should have known, I would have started like 10 years ago. I just started, I think, 2018, and like see me now, everybody by God's grace, through TROTRO Diaries, lots of people knows me now.
Okay.
So like take the opportunity. Whatever you are doing, whether you are selling or you are just seize the opportunity. Look at the thing that you think you can post on TROTRO Diaries, which will get people interested, and like you'll be amazed how far it will take you to.
Okay. Yeah. Your me who say your children, say your brothers and sisters, so because TROTRO Diaries is your baby. The members, I believe, are watching you.
Yeah.
What are you going to tell them? And if we to be now, the social media for good. How should we utilize social media? Not just go under people's posts, read comments, laugh, and go away. But at the end of the day, after buying your data and all that, you should come back with something profitable and substantial.
Yeah. Okay. So what I would say is, what we need to understand is that I was doing some reading small. And somebody was saying, say, the phones that we have in our pocket and in our bags is even more powerful than some of the computers they used to send a rocket to space or something like that. So that's the amount of power that we have. And anytime you pick your phone, don't think about it as, oh, it's just Facebook, it's just social media. Think about it as the people sitting behind these phones are potential partners. There are potential opportunities that you can tap into. There's so much out there that you should be able to tap into. So don't restrict yourself. A lot of people's careers have been started on social media. And so whenever you are having fun, also be thinking about, oh, how can I add value to myself? Who can I learn from on there? To members, I want to say thank you very much because although, I was the one that God used me to start it, if there weren't these number of people on there, it wouldn't be what it is. And so I want to say a very big thank you. I want to say keep dreaming, keep believing, and whatever you have in mind can definitely come to pass. But what it takes is that you need to be consistent, you need to keep pushing. And some people said if I don't give shout out to all members, Gabby, Capsules, Ama Quinta,
Gabby the Metician.
Gabby the Metician is Gabby Born Rich as well. And to all the people that made it on Saturday as well. To the silent members as usual, please be active, be part of the community, and look out for the 11th anniversary that will be in November or December.
All right. Thank you so much, Yao, for coming. Kevin Hart. Yeah, that's it. So bye.
And shout out to everybody working at the airport. Yeah. And then to my cousin, said if I don't mention his name.
Today you won't go home.
Ice cooler.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, I almost forgot. And thank you guys also, because sometimes what we are doing is known by people that know us. But thank you a lot to Homebase, yourself, Ronnie, for giving us the opportunity to share the cool stuff that we're doing.
And before we go, are you on any other platforms apart from Facebook? You're on IG, or we concentrated solely on Facebook?
So we have Instagram and Twitter,
but
because the idea was to have it as a community experience where everybody can share, not just as posting. We're mainly on Facebook, but we have Instagram, we have Twitter, and then we're also working on our own websites as well.
Great. Okay, so that does it for the lifestyle segment. This is a conversation I have enjoyed greatly. I was joined in the studio by Yao Odum. He is the founder of Bibini Innovations, TROTRO Diaries. Kanish. Bachelors in the kitchen and a certified Facebook community manager. And also Bubuashi Kevin Hart. He is a community member of TROTRO Diaries 2, plus a comedian. And we talked about TROTRO Diaries, the journey since its inception. 11 years, we'll say November. And they're very massive. Okay, so thank you for watching the lifestyle segment of the HB Pulse. My name is Victoria Beko Danzo. Akusia Sika Gold. We're going for a quick break. When we come back, we're going to sit down and talk about social media trends, all the hot and juicy news and stuff that is making rounds on all our social media platforms. Stay with us. We'll be back after the break.